Hello, hello. It's me. So I've decided I'm going to try to organize the chaos that is my channel. I have a lot of varied interests and it kind of shows because my channel is a whole lot of blah. So this is a new series or playlist or whatever that I'm going to do called 42.2. I talk about my whole full-on midlife crisis that I'm going through. TikTok. I have no idea how TikTok works, but who the fuck knows? So I did watch a few videos on how to TikTok and decided that sounded like a lot of work, a lot of headache, and a lot of copying other people, and that didn't appeal to me. So it doesn't mean I won't ever do any duet, memeing, but I don't know what they're all called. I don't really watch a lot of TikToks, which might show if anyone's following my TikTok, but it's at Cult Life OG, so that's my TikTok. My personal favorite, one that makes me smile constantly. You see, I should slide over so that I can insert it here. And yeah. It's genius. It makes me smirk and giggle. And no one has to like it the way I like it, but that's cool. I definitely do talk primarily about depression and shit like that because that is my everyday life. I'm going on this journey of trying to find purpose and passion for my life. I don't imagine it's going to be an easy journey. It hasn't been so far. And with this year being very symbolically important to me, December was a really difficult month and January has not been much easier. For a real quick recap, after my birthday, end of first week of January, when things were just supposed to be like going a bit better, we all got COVID here in the house. My car ended up stuck in an icy snowbank thing. I just kind of pulled up a little too close and got stuck, and it was stuck for like 2 weeks, which we were quarantined for the majority of that. But and then the first day I drove it was yesterday, and I had set up for it to get looked at because the maintenance required light had come on, and I had decided that it was time for me to get better tires because I should not have been stuck that horrendously. Good thing I had planned that drop off because the whole thing started going crazy, all the lights on the dash, and my music was blinking in and out, and so yeah, alternator. So now I'm getting the alternator worked on and all new tires that are more Minnesota snow ready. Yeah, I'm still all over the place. The whole purpose of this little series would be kind of a behind the scenes of what my thought process was into creating a sketch or a TikTok or a whatever or an art piece, or like I decided in order to be a little more mainstream with TikTok, I would try something that is a more mainstream thing, like a makeup video. It was a great idea, but I realized I haven't really done makeup in a while. I didn't do a whole lot of makeup before COVID. Jordan really didn't care one way or the other, and it does take a lot of time to do all that contouring and all that, and makeup nowadays. People who knew me back in the day, I used to do all sorts of crazy makeup. I joke that I was inspired by a combination of makeup ads where they're always really extra extravagant. Drag queens also very extravagant, lots of shimmer, lots of contouring, which I never fucking do, and Mimi from the Drew Carey Show, just to age myself a whole lot. So a whole lot of looks that I kind of mash into one. So when I decided to make a makeup video after not doing my own makeup for a good couple years plus, it ended up like this. I had neon paint and a black flashlight, and this thing kind of happened, and as kind of and then I combined the idea of makeup with, when people tell scary stories around a campfire and hold up that flashlight to illuminate their face, and I wish that was the idea, the way it kind of contorted and turned into that. This is some of the behind the scenes of where my intention went, and then I have a whole series of COVID stuff I will share in a further video. I plan on doing these uploads every Wednesday, 8 or 9 p.m. I don't want to lock myself down too much. I'm really scatterbrained and not great at schedule things and rigidity. So I am going to do my best to upload by Wednesday evening, but it's very possible that it may end up being a Thursday video. So bear with me, and hopefully this is a new adventure of me roasting myself and explaining a little of my behind the scenes process of the fuckery that happened. Oh, and yes, these are all crooked. They were straight, and this one was hung. This is my drawing that I did, appropriately, all out of my old makeup. I had loads and loads of old makeup, and I realized I never use it. And by the time I decide I want to wear makeup again, if I decide that, the makeup is no good, and you can't donate used makeup, and you can't. So I decided to use it as an art medium and created this set of lipstick and shadows and mascaras in there somewhere and all sorts of different things that I put in. But yes, this was part of my makeup collection. Literally everything on this is done with makeup. But anyways, I hung all these things straight, and then oh, there it went right down to the floor. So I hung all of them straight. However, I cannot sleep without a fan directly on my face. And when the fan is blowing at the strongest capacity directly at my face, even in the dead of winter, because gotta have a fan on my face. So it rattles all these and makes them so at night I just keep slamming them into the wall, and then I almost took them down, but I think they all got to a point where they no longer rattle, and so I don't want to fuck with it. It really doesn't bother me all that much because it's so incredibly crooked that it doesn't even feel like I tried to make it straight. But it was, and this all just kind of happened organically, and I have since just left it because it makes the least rattle sounds when I'm sleeping, which is much more conducive to sleeping. So episode 1 of 42.2. Thanks for joining, and tune in next week when I update you on whatever else I have going on in my life. It's my year to find my purpose, or my new purpose. If you would like to join me on this adventure, this fuckery that is my life, oh yeah, subscribe and follow and comment. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next week. Ciao. Then trying to figure out algorithms.